Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 77 with me, Sid, and we are here still at the spider farm. We are going to grab this, and I'm going to grab this tank. Now, obviously, it occurs to me that one way of doing this that's actually probably safer would be to have a grid of holes under the floor, and then just sit there and let these guys potter around on top. I mean, there is no way that they are going to be getting in here. And if we lit the floor with a bit of glowstone in places, it shouldn't stop the spawn rates, because they're high enough up, I think. Anyway, let's take that and one of those, and let's go. Of course, we're not here for that. We are here... Technically, we're here to sleep, but I bet we can't. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's only one answer for that then. Let me just get on here a second, open that, turn off hover mode, and we'll fly home. It changes everything, doesn't it, having the jetpack? So yeah, I've got 35 levels. I have another tank full of levels as well, because I figured that it would be beneficial to do so. And now this jetpack is, as far as fuel is concerned, it's pretty gank. It's not going to last any length of time at all, really. So I've been thinking about how we improve that, and I've also been thinking about how we light some of the more of this area up as well. Let me come in for a landing. Whee! And yeah, right. So take that off, put that back on, because you know I will forget and then die, because that's how it works. So obviously we've got lots of string. And there's a few exploits. Now, first things first, thank you for everybody who has commented on the chest with barrels debate, and there are probably more of you than have already commented, because you know I'm only a day, I'm as usual 7 days ahead of myself, which means that you know you are several days behind me. And you know the big benefit for me, and the big benefit for everybody else now, is I'm a little bit chilled, because I've got a full 7 days, which means I can now start concentrating on other content such as mod spotlights and stuff. It's a peculiar thing when you want to basically have that level of flexibility. Let's have a look what's in these. Gold and gold. Okay, nothing much. Right. I want to start off with a sword. Let's go and enchant this sword, and then we can take some more levels and see where we end up. I just don't want to go end up too low on the old life points. We're going to go for bumps and boobs as per, or if not bumps and boobs, at least something long. This is utterly pointless. This really has no basis in fact whatsoever, but I'm going to go for that one. It is, oh god, actually no, that's actually pretty good. If we're I think we need to make another steel sword, but that is a good spider spawner looting sword. Unbreaking, Bane of Arthropods, but not really bothered about the knockback, but eh. Right, 5 levels left. Let's see what we get when we I don't know how much a tank actually holds. pretty much. Not as much as I thought it might have done. Alright, we'll leave that there for now. We'll take that back with us when we go. We need to charge this back up. Alright, so let's first things first. I was wondering if there is anything like a battery. In Electrical Age has got one. Magnetic Craft. What? Let's have a look at let's have a look at Ender.io. See whether it has anything at all. I mean, can a capacitor bank actually recharge stuff in your inventory? I don't know. I've never really tried it, you know. I've always had alternatives. You know, end of storage. This was something else we're going to be looking at. We've got conduit. See, I always think that looks like a battery. We have got electromagnet, and that's something I've been thinking that we might want. Staff of travelling is pretty fun, but not what we're after. I don't think Ender.io does have, you know, and I don't think Jetpacks has got anything. We've got the old tuberous we can play with. We can play with that till for he's got the capacitor pack, hasn't it? Oh, which is still actually fairly expensive. Now the alternative is it better to go to the electrical steel upgrade? It's still a basic. There's two basics there. Energy conduits, a conductive iron. And that has got 400 as opposed to 80. So again, it's better, and then presumably it is more efficient. And then you can go to the energetic. Now energetic I think is going to probably be suppose it's not, but we're into double layer capacitors then, aren't we? And I don't want to spend hours on this particular episode. Let me have a look at an upgrade. It's steel. So we need, hang on, let's have a look. We need 16 steel for that. And then electrical steel, which is actually not so bad. We do need some coal for that though, I think. Yeah, we do, and I know I haven't got any. Alright, well, let me have a little think. And I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, so, first things first, I've been having a little think. I've been doing a bit of weaving some more of this stuff. And the first thing we're going to make is an ender chest. This is obviously the Ender.io ender chest, not the vanilla ender chest. And we need to take all of that out because I've missed a step. We need to make some wool. You're kidding me. Okay. Wool cloth or burlap, but not silk. You ever wanted to scream? If you just wanted to just scream out loud at something, because I'm wanting to do that right now. Well, we got wool yarn. I got 14 of those. I don't think that's enough to make. Is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not. So we've got wool yarn. We've got a reasonable amount of burlap, but I don't think we've got enough to make 9. Let's have a look. And you are not making another batch. You are using 12 per. So that's another, that's 3. And that would be 6 to 36. I don't think we've got quite enough, have we? Well, let me weave it anyway, because we want it. So I'll do that, and again I shall be back in a moment. All right, we're not far off. We've got 7. I'm going to do some more jute. We've got plenty of jute done, so it's not a problem. We'll do that, and that should give us the means to do what we need to do. If it doesn't give us the means to do what we need to do, then the next thing we will need to do is possibly pop over to where we left some of those sheep and kill one. I know it sounds harsh, but if we get a sheep, we can scrape its skin for sheepskin. That's going to take about 8 hours. So while we're doing that, let me go and put. What I am going to do is I'm going to put everything that we need to make this in here, and we're going to start having a look at the upgrade for this. So we need the electrical steel, and we need, how much do we need of that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrical steel. Okay. Electrical steel is made by doing coal powder, and we're going to need coal for that. Have we got any coal near us? Limonite is iron, not, that's lignite is what we're looking for. Kaolinite, magnetite, surface coal over there. To the backcopter. Yeah, let's get over there and go find some coal. I don't need a vast amount. I just need enough to grind up to make coal dust, but we'll see how much there is and we'll grab some. I will see you when we... Oops. There we go. That's better. I hate having the surface map, the mini map, as night mode. It just looks horrible. Now, where was it? We are there. Okay, next island over. So we're going to go past the critter spawner, aren't we? I think. Yeah, well, I'll go and put the tank back while I'm in there then. Because, you know, makes sense, and it's one less thing to worry about. It's not in my inventory anymore. So, yeah, let's get that done. We've got you. You can go back there. And I should have turned that off, really, shouldn't I? Because I'm just wasting fuel. But we'll lead into it, and we'll head on over to the surface coal, which I think is just over this, or around this hill. Now, what getting this, oh, I should have left that sword as well. There we go. I don't know how much there is, but there seems to be a reasonable amount, doesn't there? Oh yeah. Now, what this will mean going forward, I think, is once we've got the ender chests set up, well, once we've built the ender chests, my objective is to build a return system with a whole bunch of chests. Now, this was, might have been, I'm trying to think whether it was Paul, actually. It may have been Brad. I need to double check. Suggested this, and essentially what it means is we can carry the end, we can have a return system very much like we would do in any other modded pack, to basically get our goods back home. So instead of having to cheat the system, well, all right, no, cheat is a strong word. It's not a strictly accurate word because, you know, as many of you have already pointed out, you know, if Grimm didn't want it to happen, they would have probably taken it out, assuming, of course, they could. So Grimm may not have been able to actually remove that particular feature, because, you know, it's not always easy to remove a feature from any mod, and TFC potentially is a little bit harder still. Oh damn! Hang on, that's a rock. I don't want to break that down here. Not while I'm underneath things. Anyway, there you go. We'll just do that. That will get me so far in, and then we can start up here. I have no problems with these with potential cave-ins. Cave-ins are a part of mining in TFC. In fact, they're not a bad little feature to exploit if you can get yourself into a safe position to use them. Because then you can really go to town and just use all these cave-ins to your advantage to expose more ores. And I think I know I've mentioned it before. It's a common technique that I use, just to ensure that we get as much of the ores as we can when we're mining the quarry area. And you can see there's a lot of coal here. There is an awful lot of coal here, in fact. Probably more than I can reasonably collect at this stage, but it's not a problem. We'll grab it and grab what we can, and I will be back with you again in a little while. Alright, we're back. It's actually not that bad, that jetpack. For the tier of it, it's pretty good. And we got a whole load of coal, so that's handy. Now we need to make electrical steel, didn't we? And we needed, I can't remember how many. Let's have a look. I needed 8 electrical steel. So let's go into the sag mill, and we'll do 8 coal dust. Oops. And we'll put the coal away in there for now. We'll go and stick some of this gunpowder away as well. Oh God, there's so much crap in here. It is getting seriously beyond silly. We should probably also compact that lot down, and then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to fit it in. Not quite. Quartzite, chalk, rock salt. Can I? Yes, I can. And I'm 1 shy. Damn you. Oh well. It's not a problem. First rule is there is no such thing as problems, there are only solutions. And while that's doing that, that should be there. We should be able to get I can't remember how many burlap I had. 7, so I need 2 more weaving. 2 more to weave. If you're wondering, by the way, I've been kind of chatting to Nikki in there while we've been weaving. So yeah, that's what all that gubbins is in the thing we keep on having. She's passive at the moment. I don't like it when she's in a passive mood. She's awkward to gauge. When she's silly, you can tell jokes and stuff. But yeah. But we'll get one, and then we'll get another one done, and we'll put the rest of this away, and that will be as good to make, I think, everything we need to make that thing. Now, that's only half of the problem, because obviously if I were to, well, I'll show you. It's probably easier to show than tell, as is many things. So we'll make you. That's 9 of those, and I'm going to stick one of those in there, the other 9 in there, or the 8 in there, I should say. We want that, we want that, we want that, we want that. I think that's right. And I'm not going to bother dyeing to cut the chest because a single player is not worth it. And a chest. And then we want 3 of those, 4 of those, and 1 of those. And another ender pearl. Bonk. So I think we're going like that and that. No, going like that. And that's also going to be white. So if we, for the time being, I'll put this down here because I've got nowhere else to put it. And I'm going to place it there. And if I were to come in here, now obviously that's no better than a chest or the traveling chest or whatever, but if we were to go and make some item conduit, which we need pulsating iron we make with ender pearl and so on. How much did we need? We needed 3 plus some conduit binder. So if I were to go and grab an ender pearl and a piece of iron, we can make some pulsating iron. We only need the 1, that should be more than adequate. Alloy smelter, bonk bonk. Grab you out. Oh, I got double. And in the alloy smelter, we're going to make electrical steel with that and silicon. We need more silicon, don't we then? And we make that. Well, we can do it with sand, but it's. I think I've still got some cinnabar in there, which we can sag mill up, and that will give us, I think, a higher rate of return. Oops. Okay, got you. Turn that into those. Right, where did I put my conduit binder? Somewhere. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that makes 8. We may as well use all of this up. I don't think we... Hang on, let me just have a look. Do we use you for anything else? We use you for the pulsating crystal, which we use in some stuff. Yeah, we may as well make up 2 lots of this because we're going to use it, I'm sure. And that's fairly cheap as well. So we're going to grab the old item conduit and we are going to bring this down and all the way down like that. We're going to grab some chests and that will give us quite a few double chests off of that, but we'll work it out. I also need to eat a sandwich because we're getting hungry. How's this doing? Yeah, that's well worth it. 15. Right, let me get some chests together then. And we're going to get out of those. That's just going to be 4, isn't it? So if I were to take... I don't think we can do anything with those, can we? I think we're into this arena. But what this effectively is going to give us is the equivalent of 4 double chests. This is going to pull. It's going to be always on. Oops. always active. So if I were to go in here and just chuck that in there, these need to be set to insert, don't they? And we'll give that priority 0, that one on insert on priority 1, that one on insert on priority 2, and we'll give that one insert on priority 3. We'll take that out of there. If I now put you in here, where do you appear? Right down at the bottom. Higher number is the higher priority. That's useful to know. So that gives us a lot of storage. Now we can quite easily expand that out, obviously, to have more chests in it. And we probably will going forward. But right now, that is my quick answer to the little fella that we've got in there. Right, we've got you and a whole load of that. Did I? No, I think I just put the redstone away, didn't I? Okay. We'll stick that away up there. We'll stick those away down there for the time being. We need that and that. Right, let me sleep. Back in a mo. Alright, I was just getting all excited and getting ready to go out and into the world and, well, and getting ready to think about upgrading things and all of the good stuff, and I've just realised I'm out of gold. Now there's a gold question mark there. Let's have a look. Have we got gold actually? Gold question mark. Surface gold 35 and surface gold 35. Guess where we're going? We're going to get some gold, and we're going to take this with us. We are also going to take a whole bunch of sandwiches with us, and yeah, we'll in fact we'll take a couple more, and we'll put this system to the test, basically. Get out there, see what else we can find while we're doing it, and I mean, it really doesn't matter too much if we run out of fuel, because the simple premise, the simple idea of the jetpack is, you know, it gets us there quicker. If for any reason the jetpack becomes unavailable, we still have a boat, and we still have other things. Okay, I'll take them anyway. I know they're not complete, but there you go. It doesn't really matter. We'll just take, the idea here is to take as much food with us as we can. We'll take that, we'll put that and that. I don't think that will go in there, will it? No. What we will do, however, is we'll also take the U, no, and we'll stick the silicon, all of the bits in that we've got. You can't put that in. There, can't put those in actually either, can you? Put that in there though. Okay, that should do us. We'll drop off this and those, and we'll head out. Well, we didn't really want that, but doesn't matter. Food is not a major issue right now in our lives, so we can kind of live without it. Well, not live without food, but you know what I'm saying here. Let's get off and go find some gold. And well, I'm going to head down to that coastline, and I will be back with you in a little while. Alright, first stop, we've just come down here. We are here, surface bismuth, and over there, surface copper. We've got the bag. It seems kind of silly to pass this surface, oh, more surface copper there, look, to pass this up. At least let's have a look. What are you? You are quality 25 or normal quality, so there really is no point in going past this. Not a lot of it there, but the bismuth is loads, and I'm guessing this copper is probably maybe further in. Let's have a look. Just see if we can't. If it's there, it's hiding. Definitely copper in the area though, because, well, that's like an obvious, very obvious statement really. Let me go and have a look what's collapsed, because sometimes a cave-in will reveal nothing. Alright, doesn't matter. We can send that back along with that. And the dirt, actually, we don't need to worry about any of this. We'll grab this bismuth that's here. And again, it is... oh, it's actually quality 35. So, oh, and there's more copper there, look. So, gone are the days when I can just walk past things and go, we'll grab that later. We are now firmly into the realms of having to grab stuff when we find it, because now we've got the means. Or at least grab some, or the visible, if nothing else. We can, oh, we'll have that as well. And also the basalt, to be fair, because that's always handy. So anyway, I'm going to grab a little bit of this. We can obviously put our new wonder system to the test while we're at it, and I'll be back again in a bit. Alright, well, I made a bit of a mess of that cliff, and I've got some bismuth. Probably not all there is there, but it's... oh, of course, it's not chunk loaded, is it? In which case, we'll leave this surface copper and we shall carry on. I don't want to get bogged down in the detail here. I need to come up with a... do we have a chunk loader, in fact? Let me just have a look. We have a chunk loader activator. Traincraft. We've got a... I don't see a chunk loader. But we can do it that way. Alright, yeah, that's simple enough then. Oh, oops. Right, we're going to head out. We're going to keep our eyes open for spidey trees, because they're always good for loots. And we're going to head over to where we can hopefully find some gold. Right, there's a spidey tree. Let's not come in too close to it. Don't want to get them spawning before we're ready for them. Would have made more sense to actually bring the seeing as I'm going after a spider tree. If I'd have brought the other sword, we'd have been laughing. Okay, right, this is not necessarily the... Gotcha. Steel helmet, we can use that. Teleportation one, we'll take that. Fertilizer and a music disc. We'll take it. And we shall place it in the trunk. Oh, once he's finished eating everything else anyway. Come here, you. Right, onwards. And yeah, I'll see you at the first gold. I think, unless we... oh, it's here. And there's a spider tree as well. So we'll come in and we'll try loot that, and then we'll check this gold reserve out. I don't know how much there was left here, I'll be honest, but will come in fast. One. We got, oh, spider jockey. Ooh. I don't really mind the spiders. It's the thaumium. We'll have that. Knowledge fragment, always nice. A little bit of that and some arm. Let's stick our chest down here. Look, just come here. Take that, that, and that, and that. No, and that. There you go. Yeah, we'll have that as well. Okay. Right, so this was the gold area over here. It was a high quality gold, and I don't know how much more there was going to be left down here, if any. I know it got dangerous, and obviously I don't mind a bit of danger. You see, there's some there. A little bit at least. I do mind dying, though. It's, you know, it can put a real crimp on your day. Whether I can get up there and take that bit out. If I can get this so it's not going to collapse on my head easily, then that's always a bonus. And it's all basalt as well, which is an additional bonus really. Everybody loves a bit of basalt. It's a very nice block to build with. But I don't know where else. I don't know if there's any more or much more gold in here. Certainly didn't look to be much there. Let me investigate this a little bit off camera, because I don't want to be spending too long investigating this this place, and I'll be back within a mo. Alright, well, I found the main vein. I persisted because I remembered that I'd not really found much gold out of this area, and there's always, or generally speaking, not always, but most of the time, if you ever find a vein of ores, I think there are different structures of ores, but for the most part, if you find a vein of ore, there will be a dense area of it, and if you can find it, then you're laughing, because, you know, well, you're laughing. I'm also taking advantage of taking out some of these periodically, because I am pretty deep down now, and I'm going to have to jetpack out, which is another advantage of having a jetpack. Of course, normally in standard TFC I would have had to come down here with ladders and props and all sorts of unpleasant paraphernalia. I don't have to do any of that, because I can, apart from this, I wish I'd got this bit done, but there you go. You can't have it always, can you? Yeah, with this I can come down here, I can mine and mine and mine. There's plenty of gold left to grab. I'm probably I think you're empty, aren't you? Yes, you are. So I've still got plenty of room to carry more. So yeah, anyway, I just thought I'd give you a quick update of where we were. But I've struck the gold, and I don't really need to go hunting any further. This will give us more than we can possibly ever use, really, I think. And what we should probably do actually is, if I were to go and do this, I can pop you in there. No, anything. I mean, do I really want you? Not really. Do I really want you? Not really. But I do want that, and I do want that. So that's always a bonus. And then we can continue on. And yeah, I will see you in a bit. All right, we're heading out. If I can figure out a way out. There is so much gold there. I have barely scratched the surface. Seriously, it's obscene the amount of gold that there is down there. Give me a you can take some of this off me, and you can give me a sandwich and have a couple of things of gold, and we can head. Oh, you probably also want to take those eventually. Yeah, so I will head home, and we'll see what we see. I'm going to head over this taint biome because why would you not? Yeah, it's lovely here. So yeah, we're going to head back home, and I'll go through the gold, but I think we're probably way over time on this episode anyway, just because I was at 26 minutes when I set out for the gold. The hammer and chisel has been invaluable in mining that, as has the jetpack and all the storage. So who says modded isn't OP? Because there's a hell of a lot of stuff going on here, which I think has made a big difference to this. I mean, this trip would have been significantly different without all of these modded items. I mean, would have been boat, would have been a barrel on our back full of clay vessels. We would certainly not be carrying as much gold as we are carrying with us right now. And that gold, when we got there, would actually be a significantly lower amount of gold than it is going to be once we've processed it. And I've actually managed to get back while yakking, which, you know, is obscene when you consider it. We have got, for the sag mill, we've got a little bit more of this going on. So we've got, let me have a look, we've got that. We've got all of that. We've got that. We've got this. We should probably stick this in a drawer somewhere, if I've got one suitable. There we go, and that can just go up in there for now. So what we got? We got that's got some more gold in it as well. These are all sandwiches, that's fine. This fella here, I don't think he's carrying any gold actually. I thought he might have been, but he's not. No, he's got stuff in him, but he's not gold. The ender pouch is now emptied because we chunk loaded that. Let's go. Well, actually, we're not going to be chunk loading that chunk, are we? So I suppose we can get down here and just retrieve what we put in there. So yeah, we're not going to want for gold for a considerable amount of time here. I would say, let me just come over to this point here. let's have, well, we'll claim all of that, but with these two, is it control click? Yeah, we'll chunk load those. So those are definitely chunk loaded. Let me just clear some space and get some bits and pieces done. And come here, you will swap me that for that and that for that for now, and we'll pop those in there. Wherever the what did I do with the other bit? Oh, that, yeah. We'll pick that up again, and we'll take some more of this gold up there. So we have got a functional return system, or at least it will be once built. We'll I'll double test it, double check it. So what we got? 64 plus 6, which is this 16, 17 there. We can pop that bit in there. That gives us a little bit more gold dust. We've got a lot of gold to process. Right now we probably need to just process that up fairly quickly, but on that note, I think we'll call it an episode. I will process some of this gold up between episodes, and I don't know whether I'll get it all processed. We'll see how we go. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon, and bye for now.